how does an Agile coach manage changing requirements? I mean, come on. We shouldn't be here. We shouldn't be asking this as a question of Agile coaches unless you're actively trying to get good ones to walk out of the door. Right? It's not their role. Why should they be involved? What planet is it in which that somebody who is there, who works in service to the team, to the organisation, to help them be better at their job, should be getting into the detail and telling people what to do? Right? Just no. What's their role in this? They don't have one. What they're going to be doing is looking at it and going, there's lots of changing requirements here. Team, you probably want to have a chat about that. You probably want to deal with this. I've got some ideas. I'm willing to make an offer of what those ideas could be, but you need to work with it. You need to work with the organisation to get a grip. Sorry if I'm coming across a little bit agitated. This is one of those questions that does come up in the interview. Okay? And really what it's displaying is the lack of knowledge on behalf of the interviewer. The role of an Agile coach is not to tell people what to do. It's to bring experience, it's bring knowledge, yes. But then use that to help others come up with their answers. So if you've got changing environment, if you've got changing requirements in your environment, okay, maybe the Agile coach is the person who spots it. Maybe they're the person who says, wait a minute, every time you take something in, what you want to do changes. Get a grip. They're going to be likely the person who says, let's have a conversation, let's get the relevant parties into a room, physical or virtual, okay? Because we need to have a conversation about this, okay? How can we work with those people and their changing needs? Let's remember, we welcome changing requirements, even late in the day. We don't have to enjoy them, but we do welcome them. Okay, it's going to happen. We're in an environment that's volatile. Is our process correct for this environment? Have we just adopted something out of the tin with no thought? They're going to be involved in helping the team understand the pros and cons of how they're working within the environment they are. They're going to be working with the stakeholders to help them understand the cost of changing requirements. Okay? The role of an Agile coach in this is not to tell people what to do. It is not to manage things. It's to raise visibility of the pros and the cons so that people have complete information. They can make better decisions. So as an Agile coach, what you're going to be doing is saying you have a problem. You have requirements that change far faster than you can deliver. Okay. Team, stakeholders, you need to have a conversation. You need to understand what is the art of the possible here. What's within your realm of control? What can you do differently? Is it that actually stakeholders, do you really need these changes? Did you know about them before they started work? How do we get into that conversation earlier so that knowledge is in the team for when they start? And if it's not, team, how do you work with this? Maybe you work in shorter sprints if you're using Scrum. Maybe you have to get clear that once you've started something, the requirement can't realistically change. It either stays the same or it's killed as no longer needed. And the stakeholders need to understand the cost involved in doing that. Both the actual cost of wasting somebody's time building the wrong thing, as well as the cost on the team of having their time wasted. Yeah. And the frustration into the stakeholder community of asking for a thing, okay, and not understanding that to do that thing, we've got to stop doing that thing. All of this happens. But as an Agile coach, again, your role here is not to manage it. It is not to get into the conversation about how we do this better. It's to raise it as a concern, to have the interested parties in that conversation so that they can come up and manage it appropriately. Not that one. Brilliant. And my thing just stopped working.
The wonderful world of IT.
It's just... I've still now got there. You can see it. I don't even know where that's come from. Who would willingly use technology? If you've got to this point in the video, I hope you've enjoyed it. If so, a like would be appreciated. If you want to hear more from me, more answers to questions that maybe you've got in the Agile world, please subscribe to the channel. And if you've got a question that you really want answered, drop it in the comments. I promise we'll get around to it. Thank you.